The next song is called Smoking Can Lead to a Slow, Painful Death. Well, I was born just a few years ago out in the east where there nothing else grows. My mother, she delivered me. My father, he prayed. It didn't really work out 'cause she died the next day. My father, he raised me. Well, God knows he tried. But I am a man with an unsatisfied mind. Drinking and gambling and picking up fights. Daytimes for sleeping, hustling at night. Daytimes for sleeping, hustling at night. When I turned 18 years old, bad luck introduced. Marilyn was her name, and she got me quite confused. And I fell in love for the very first time of my life. I wanted her babies, and I wanted her to be my wife. I wanted her babies, and I wanted her to be my wife once again. I wanted her babies, and I wanted her to be my wife. One day I approached her when no one was around. I asked her to marry me, my knee on the ground. She smiled at me vaguely and whispered the words, fine cowboy feathers make fine cowboy birds. Fine cowboy feathers make fine cowboy birds. Fine cowboy feathers make fine cowboy birds. Well, I didn't have much money, but I sure had some guts. And mining for gold was this one chance I got. So I packed up my horse and I kissed my father goodbye. But this is when the real trouble began in my life. This is when the real trouble began in my life. Kulam. This is when the real trouble began in my life. Up, 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 up. That fortune had found me, I found a gold mine. I worked off my ass for 2 years and some time, and I'm fully loaded with gold and some pride. Back on my horse to my future bride. Back on my horse to my future bride. Back on my horse to my future bride. Ha, 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 ha. I almost got home as the luckiest guy alive. Then a knife shot a crime and a gun bleeding cry. A pack full of Indians in ambush, I'm sure. Next thing I know, I'm tied down to the floor. Next thing I know, I'm tied down to the floor. Next thing I know, I'm tied down to the floor. Well, give me a scalpel, one Indian said. My spirit demands me to chop off his head. I won't let that happen, a sweet voice reply. I will kill you all or I'll die when I try. I could not believe what my eyes saw the day Merlin drove boldly the Indians away. Well, don't you feel flattered now? She arrogantly spoke. I'm here for the gold. Then she lit up a smoke. I'm here for the gold. Then she lit up a smoke. I'm here for the gold, then she lit up a smoke. And the last thing I saw was a blink of a knife. And I knew for certain she'd taken my life. And with my final words and my final breath, I said to her, smoking can lead to a slow, painful death. Smoking can lead to a slow, painful death. Smoking can lead to a slow, painful death. Oh, smoking can lead to a slow, painful death. Oh, smoking can lead to a slow, painful death.
شكرا كثير.